According to the National Electrical Code, receptacles, switches, and other electrical connections must be accessible without removing any part of the building structure or finish. When receptacles or switches are completely painted over, they become inaccessible. This is a violation of the National Electrical Code Section 404.8, which dictates that electrical connections must be accessible. Painting over electrical components not only creates an aesthetic issue, but more importantly, it poses safety and functionality concerns. Here is a breakdown of the reasons and implications. Firstly, accessibility for maintenance and repair becomes severely limited. Electrical devices such as receptacles and switches require periodic maintenance or replacement due to wear and tear, damage, or technological upgrades. When these devices are painted over, accessing the terminals, screws, or mounting hardware becomes difficult. Removal of the paint may damage the device itself or the surrounding wall surface, leading to additional repair work. Secondly, safety hazards are significantly increased. Paint can seep into the internal mechanisms of receptacles and switches, potentially causing malfunctions. For example, paint inside a switch can prevent it from making proper contact, leading to flickering lights or a non-functioning circuit. In receptacles, paint can interfere with the proper insertion of plugs, causing loose connections, arcing, and the risk of electrical fires. Thirdly, the integrity of the electrical connections is compromised. Paint acts as an insulating layer, which can prevent proper heat dissipation from electrical devices. Receptacles and switches generate heat during normal operation, and this heat needs to be dissipated to prevent overheating and potential fires. When paint obstructs this process, the devices are more likely to fail prematurely or create hazardous conditions. Fourthly, compliance with the National Electrical Code is essential. The National Electrical Code is a set of standards and guidelines designed to ensure the safe installation and operation of electrical systems. Section 404.8 of the National Electrical Code specifically addresses the accessibility of electrical connections, stating that these connections must be accessible without removing any part of the building structure or finish. Painting over receptacles and switches violates this requirement, potentially leading to code violations and safety risks. Fifthly, the aesthetic impact is also important. While functionality and safety are paramount, the aesthetic appearance of electrical devices should also be considered. Painted over receptacles and switches can look unsightly and unprofessional, detracting from the overall appearance of a room or building. Replacement with clean, new devices can significantly improve the aesthetic appeal. Sixthly, the process of replacing painted receptacles and switches is straightforward. The first step is to turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker panel. This is crucial to prevent electrical shock. Always use a non-contact voltage tester to confirm that the power is off before proceeding. Secondly, carefully remove the painted over receptacle or switch from the wall box. Use a screwdriver to loosen the screws holding the device in place. Be cautious not to damage the surrounding wall surface. Thirdly, disconnect the wires from the old device. Note the positions of the wires and their corresponding terminals. Typically, black wires connect to brass screws, white wires connect to silver screws, and ground wires connect to green screws or ground terminals. Fourthly, connect the wires to the new receptacle or switch. Ensure that the wires are securely attached to the correct terminals. Use wire strippers to remove any excess insulation and pliers to create a hook in the wire for easy connection. Fifthly, carefully place the new device into the wall box and secure it with screws. Make sure the device is flush with the wall surface and properly aligned. Sixthly, restore power to the circuit at the breaker panel. Test the receptacle or switch to ensure that it is functioning correctly. Use a plug-in tester to verify that the wiring is correct and that there are no ground faults. Seventhly, consider upgrading to tamper-resistant receptacles, particularly in homes with young children. Tamper-resistant receptacles have internal shutters that prevent the insertion of foreign objects, reducing the risk of electrical shock. Eighthly, use appropriate faceplates that match the color and style of the room. Faceplates not only protect the wiring connections, but also enhance the aesthetic appearance of the installation. Ninthly, when replacing switches, consider using smart switches or dimmer switches to add convenience and energy savings. Smart switches can be controlled remotely using a smartphone or voice assistant, while dimmer switches allow you to adjust the brightness of the lights. 10thly, regularly inspect receptacles and switches for signs of damage, wear, or overheating. Replace any devices that are cracked, discolored, or show signs of arcing. 11thly, if you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, hire a qualified electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to ensure that it is done correctly to prevent hazards. 12thly, always follow local electrical codes and regulations. These codes may vary depending on your location, so it is important to be aware of the specific requirements in your area. 13thly, keep electrical panels and junction boxes accessible at all times. Do not block access to these areas with furniture or other obstructions. 14thly, use surge protectors to protect sensitive electronic equipment from power surges. Surge protectors can prevent damage to computers, televisions, and other devices caused by voltage spikes. 15thly, install ground fault circuit interrupters, GFCIs, in areas where there is a risk of water exposure, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. GFCIs can detect ground faults and quickly shut off the power to prevent electrical shock. 16thly, be aware of the dangers of overloaded circuits. Avoid plugging too many devices into a single circuit, as this can cause overheating and potentially lead to a fire. 17thly, use extension cords sparingly and never as a permanent wiring solution. Extension cords are intended for temporary use only and should not be used to power multiple devices for extended periods. 18thly, replace any damaged or frayed electrical cords immediately. Damaged cords can pose a serious shock hazard and should be replaced as soon as possible. 19thly, keep electrical cords away from heat sources, such as radiators and stoves. Heat can damage the insulation on electrical cords, increasing the risk of fire. 20thly, do not run electrical cords under rugs or carpets. This can trap heat and damage the cord, creating a fire hazard. 21stly, use weatherproof receptacles and covers for outdoor electrical connections. These devices are designed to protect against moisture and other environmental factors. 22ndly, install smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors throughout your home. These devices can provide early warning of a fire or carbon monoxide leak, giving you time to evacuate safely. 23rdly, have your electrical system inspected periodically by a qualified electrician. A professional inspection can identify potential problems and ensure that your system is operating safely and efficiently. 24thly, understand the importance of proper grounding. Grounding provides a safe path for electricity to flow in the event of a fault, reducing the risk of electrical shock. 25thly, use the correct size and type of wire for all electrical connections. Using undersized wire can cause overheating and potentially lead to a fire. 26thly, be aware of the signs of electrical problems such as flickering lights, burning smells, and frequently tripped circuit breakers. If you notice any of these signs, have your electrical system inspected by a qualified electrician. 27thly, follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing or repairing electrical devices. Improper installation can be dangerous and may void the warranty. 28thly, keep electrical equipment clean and dry. Dust and moisture can cause electrical problems and increase the risk of shock. 29thly, be careful when working near power lines. Maintain a safe distance from power lines and never touch them with any object. 30thly, if you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. It is always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to electricity. Replacing painted receptacles and switches is not just about aesthetics, it's about ensuring safety, functionality, and compliance with electrical codes. By following these guidelines, you can maintain a safe and efficient electrical system in your home or building. Remember, when in doubt, consult a qualified electrician to ensure that all electrical work is performed correctly and safely. Always prioritize safety when dealing with electricity, as the consequences of improper handling can be severe. By adhering to these principles, you can mitigate risks and create a safer environment for yourself and others. The National Electrical Code serves as a comprehensive guide for electrical installations, and compliance with its standards is essential for preventing electrical hazards. Understanding and following the code can help ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems in residential, commercial, and industrial settings. In addition to the specific requirement of accessible electrical connections, the National Electrical Code addresses a wide range of electrical safety topics, including wiring methods, grounding, overcurrent protection, and equipment installation. Familiarizing yourself with these topics can enhance your understanding of electrical safety and enable you to make informed decisions about electrical work. Proper maintenance of electrical systems is also crucial for preventing problems and ensuring long-term reliability. Regular inspections, testing, and cleaning can help identify potential issues before they escalate into major problems. By addressing these issues promptly, you can avoid costly repairs and maintain a safe and efficient electrical system.